Welcome everyone. Now I hope you've all been saving those pennies because Xbox's big sale might be over, but that doesn't mean that the sales have stopped. This week's sale has seen some massive discounts on a whole host of games. We've got so much to go through this week that we've had to do the unprecedented thing of splitting this video into two parts. We're going to be kicking off this week's video with those cheap games, those best games, and we have a good selection of bundles to go through. And if that's not enough, in the second part of this video, hopefully out tomorrow, we have another 25 plus games to get through that are all on sale, that have all got quick completions and will all give you that massive gamer score boost that we're all craving. So let's waste no more time, let's roll those credits and get into the video. So here we go. This week's sale is going to be massive and we've got some great cheap games to go through first. The first one on our list is Siggy, A Fart for Melissa. So this is a wonderful pixel graphic and light-hearted loving 8-bit adventure. Join Knight Siggy as he runs, jumps and battles in fluent quest to save Melissa, the love of his life. Take down hordes of goofy enemies and crazy bosses. Earn riches, find long lost holy artifacts and make your way to the top of Mount Stinkup. Good luck, Farty Pants. Well, if that description doesn't want to make you buy this game, I have no idea what will. But what probably will make you want to buy this game is that this game is 80% off and is as cheap as 83p. Now that is ridiculously cheap, and with a 1 to 2 hour completion rate, there is no reason, even with a bad title like this, why you wouldn't pick up this game. And it's rated 2.75 from fellow achievement hunters, so you might actually enjoy this. And it might not be, as the title suggests, a stinker. Our next game is also 80% off at 83p, and the perk of this one is this one will give you 2000G for 83p. Now where else are you going to get 2000G for 83p? This one's going to be another no-brainer, and that's Pixel Gladiator, rated 2 stars from fellow achievement hunters, and this is from Flying Islands. Set in the distant future, brutal gladiator battles is a top-rated show, extremely popular all over the universe. You've been sent to an abandoned planet as one of the participants of the show. Your goal is to survive as long as possible, fighting back deadly creatures in the focus of billions of viewers. And if 83p and 2000G wasn't enough, this game will actually only take you half an hour to get that 2000G. This is literally the trifecta: cheap price, 2000G, and less than half an hour. No other game on this list is going to give you such quality at such a great price. Our next one is Violett Remastered, again 83p. This one's actually 90% off its recommended retail price and is rated 2.25 from fellow achievement hunters. This point and click adventure will take you slightly longer, on about the 6 to 8 hour mark, to get the 1000G, but is a super easy completion. The game itself sees you dragged by your parents. A young rebellious teenager moves to an old spooky house in the middle of nowhere. Forced away from her friends and the life in the city, she imagines how boring life in the countryside will be, spending day after day bored in her room with absolutely nothing to do. But what she cannot imagine is that in just a few moments she'll have the adventure of her lifetime. And our cheap games continue. Now we're going to go over that pound mark, but this one is still 90% off at £1.19p. And this is a really strong rated game at 3.75 from fellow achievement hunters, and that's Pinstripe. This is an adventure puzzle as you play as Teddy, an estranged ex-minister forced to venture through the frozen afterlife in search of Bo, his 3-year-old daughter. Discover the dark secrets of Teddy's past and confront his sleazy demonic nemesis, Mr. Pinstripe. This game again is on the longer side, about 6 to 8 hours, but for £1.19 and a highly rated game, I would definitely consider picking this one up this week. Still at £1.19, 85% off its recommended retail price, rated 2.75, is Dear Esther Landmark Edition. A desert island, a lost man, memories of a fatal crash. A book written by a dying explorer. The critically acclaimed Dear Esther has finally arrived on Xbox. as you immerse yourself in a strangely realistic world, a remote, desolate island somewhere in the Outer Hebrides. As a few steps forward, a voice begins to read fragments of a letter, and so the journey begins. This game will take you 2 to 3 hours to complete, and you'll get that nice 1000G for your troubles. Now we have a pair of puzzlers next. Both Sinker and Sinker 2 are both on offer this week. Both are 65% off and both are on offer for $146. Now both these puzzles are minimalist puzzlers. There is just you, hooks, pucks and various contraptions you need to finish each level. And finishing these levels will not take you long, with Sinker taking you about 1 to 2 hours to get the 1000G, and Sinker 2 also taking only about 2 hours to complete. And our final game this week is rated 2.25 and is Dragon Pinball. This game's 40% off at $149. And as I imagine you've all worked out from the title, this is going to be a pinball game where you surpass all challenges and defeat the dragon in this exciting pinball machine. Discover all secrets, complete all missions and become #1 in the world, all just amongst your friends. This game will take you 3 to 4 hours and you'll be able to pick up 1000G. Now if all those cheap games weren't enough, or maybe they just didn't tickle your fancy this week, we also can provide you with some great games that will get you quick achievements and a boost in those gamer scores. Our first one is Gunbird 2. Now this is rated 4.25 from fellow achievement hunters and is a shoot 'em up where Marion and friends are going on an epic adventure around the world in the ultimate sequel shooting game. Gunbird 2 is a vertical scroller shooter game that first appeared in arcades in 1988. Now this game will take you 2 to 3 hours to complete and you'll be able to pick up 1000G, and on sale this week this game is 20% off at $5.99. Our next game, another highly rated game at 4.5 from fellow achievement hunters, is Sayonara Wild Hearts, a euphoric music video dream about being awesome, riding motorcycles, skateboarding, dancing, battling, shooting lasers, wielding swords and breaking hearts at 200 miles an hour. This interactive game sees you traveling through futuristic cities, dark forests and electric deserts. The game itself is 40% off at $6.44, but will take you around 8 to 10 hours to get the full 1000G. But that is mostly going to be story, as these are not going to be the hardest achievements to get. But with a score like this, I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy every moment and won't regret your purchase. Our next game is rated 4 stars from Achievement Hunters, and that's Summer, 85% off at £3.74, so a reasonably cheap game for a brilliantly scored game. This game again, we're still on the longer side with these games at around 6 to 8 hours, but you will be able to pick up 1000G in this game. Enter the world of Summer and face horrors buried deep beneath the ocean waves. Delve through locked terminals and secret documents to uncover the truth of this chaos. We have yet another Annapurna game. This time we have I Am Dead. This one's rated 4.25 from fellow achievement hunters. It's 50% off at $8.37. It's a charming puzzle adventure game. Maurice Lupton is a recently deceased museum creator of a tiny island who is reunited with the ghost of his dog Sparky, only to discover that a disaster is about to destroy his beloved island. This game is still on alongside 8 to 10 hours, but again, really easy achievements to acquire and will get you 1000G. Our final highly rated game is from Total Mayhem Games and is really cheap at £2.12, which is 75% off. Is rated 3.75 from fellow achievement hunters and is We Were Here Too. So this puzzle game will take you 2 to 3 hours to complete and you'll get 1000G. Well, as mentioned at the beginning, there is some bundles on offer this week, and we have 8 bundles on offer this week. I haven't seen so many bundles on sale in ages, and these have some real quick completion times. Our first one is Bundle 2 Games My Night Sun Games. Now, as the title might suggest, this is from publisher My Night Sun Games and contains 2 of their games, Gabriel's World of Adventures and Oh My Eggs. Now, the one you really want here is Gabriel's World of Adventure. This game has had a couple of updates and is now worth 3000G and will only take you around an hour to get that full 3000G. This is a real bargain of a bundle as it's 65% off at £2.20. Yes, the games are only rated 2 stars, but for 3000G and 220, this is a real good buy. And Oh My Egg comes with it. I'm not sure about this game. I've struggled to find any information, but it could be a quick completion. If not, you're getting a free game where you can pick up a few achievement points from. The next game is Mr. Pumpkin Series Bundle, which contains the 2 Mr. Pumpkin games, Mr. Pumpkin's Adventures and Mr. Pumpkin 2. These are point and click adventures from eHome Entertainment and Cotton Games. Now, each game will take you about 2 hours to complete and each are worth 1000G. So a nice little bundle there at 65% off at $2.93, and the bundle itself is rated at 3.75 from fellow achievement hunters. Now we enter the world of horror with our next game, and we still are on these cheap bundles. This one's 90% off. Its original price is $16.74, and today you can pick this up for as little as $1.67. That's ridiculous for 2 games. That's going to net you 2000G. The bundle itself is Outbreak, Gwen's Nightmare, which gives you Outbreak, Epidemic, and Outbreak Lost Hope. Now, Epidemic will take you about an hour to get the 1000G, and Lost Hope about 3 to 4 hours. But in less than 5 hours, you'll be able to have 2000G, and you should be able to enjoy this bundle as it's rated 4 stars from fellow achievement hunters. Another cheap bundle next, 65% off at $3.49, and that's Candleman Complete Journey Bundle with Wengia. Pretty sure I'm not saying half these names right, but you just got to go with it with me, because at the end of the day, what is important is the price. And this one again is $3.49, 65% off, rated 4.5 from fellow achievement hunters, and you're going to be getting 3 games. Well, technically 2 in a DLC. You get Candleman, Candleman Lost Light, which is the DLC, and Wengia. Now combined, this will give you 1500 achievement points for Candleman and its DLC, and will take you about 6 hours to complete, and Wengia will get you 1000G in 2 to 3 hours. So not a lot of time there for 2500G. The next bundle we have is the Grim Legends Collection. Now this is rated 4.5 from fellow achievement hunters. It is on the very expensive side at $28.79, as the sale price isn't much of a saving, but you will get 3 games, Grim Legends, Grim Legends 2 and Grim Legends 3. Each are point and click adventures. Each game will take you no more than around 5 to 6 hours to complete, and each one is worth 1000G. The Diabolical Trilogy is next, and this one is going back to the cheap games again, 70% off at £5 and 2, and you'll be picking up 3 games from Calcat and Diabolical Mind. The first one is Demon's Tier Plus. We also have Riddled Corpses EX and Xenon Valkyrie Plus, that one of which we do have a walkthrough guide coming very soon, so it might be worth picking up this one now if you want to find out how to get every achievement. And that Valkyrie specifically will only take you 1 to 2 hours to get the 1000G. Riddled Corpses will take you 6 to 8, and so will Demon's Tier Plus. All these games are worth 1000G. Our next one is another point and click adventure set in the world of Sherlock Holmes. The Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment and Sherlock Holmes The Devil's Daughter bundle is currently 80% off. Jesus Christ, they wanted $57.99 for this bundle, but at the minute you can pick it up for $11.59. Both games see you take the role of Sherlock Holmes in a narratively driven point and click adventure. Now each story will take you around 8 hours to complete, but in one playthrough you can easily pick up the 1000G. These are some of the easiest narrative games you're going to play to get 1000G. Enigmatis Collection is our final one. Again, like the Grim Legends Collection, the discount is more of a token gesture. They're still $28.79, but you will get 3 games in this, each of Enigmatis, Enigmatis 2 and 3. All are point and click adventures, will take you around the 5 to 6 hours to complete each one, and they will all net you 1000G. As with all these bundles though, these are real easy achievements to get. You're not going to have to play for hours trying to unlock it with multiple playthroughs. Usually one playthrough, possibly with a guide, and you'll be able to pick up these achievements with no trouble whatsoever. Well, there we have it, folks. That is everything in part 1 that we're going to be including. We have got a ton of cheap games there. There is loads of cheap games on offer this week, as well as some really highly rated games. Those ones will be taking you a little bit longer to complete, but these offer some fantastic games at some brilliant prices. And then we have a ton of bundles on offer. Like I said, we haven't seen this kind of bundles on offer, and they're like, some of these are under a $5. Like, if you want some big G now this week, these are definitely the ones you want to be looking up and picking up. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to be picking up any of these games, or are you going to be waiting for those 25 quick completion games coming in part 2 of this video that can all be completed in under 2 hours. And if you found this information helpful, then don't forget to go over to our channel and like, share and subscribe, and hit that bell notification, because it will let you know when we release that second part, as well as when we release all our sale videos. And as with all sales, these sales are only on for a limited time, so hitting that bell allows you to know exactly when we release these videos so you don't miss out on these bargains. And this week's sale is on till the 10th of July, so make sure you pick them up now. Why not head over to our Twitter page, which is becoming a one-stop place for all your Xbox and achievement needs. Come join us over there, where we post daily everything that we feel you're going to need to get the most out of your Xbox. Well, I hope some of you are going to find something in this part of the video, and I hope the rest of you are going to come back for that second part where we run down all the games that can be completed in under 2 hours. And until then, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.